Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here. And it's amazing how Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday seem ridiculously slow. Then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, it's Friday. Anyway, it's Friday, a weekend ahead of video games. This is Destiny 1. This is Xur for Destiny 1. Just reminding people, original Destiny. And keep in mind, Xur leaves the tower in original Destiny after 48 hours. So I tell people I'm in New Jersey. He's gone from me by 5 a.m. Sunday because he does not stay in Destiny 1 until reset. That's Destiny 2. This, as you can see, is the original Destiny. And I know this gets tedious for people, but some people aren't aware that this is original Destiny. Cool. Titan. Anyway, as you can see, we are in the tower. Hopefully my connection... There's problems with the servers. It's taken me a while to get on the game. Anyway, he's in the tower. You can always tell this by the mark over here. This lets you know he's in the tower. You're heading to your right. You're heading towards what I call like the Guardian Lounge. This way. Through really lousy airport security. Cool. Pumpkinhead. It's one of the cosmetics you could get from the treasure boxes. Anyway, you're passing Arak Jalal, aka I am not Starfire's father, because he looks a lot like her. Okay, no. That's an insult to Arak Jalal. You're passing the jukebox over here, which plays music. And he is right over here by the big... real Cabal shield. This is a shield. This is a Cabal shield. The Red Legion, their shields suck. Just gonna say it flat out. They're terrible. The Grineer have better shields. Anyway, here is Xur, Mr. Tentacle Face. Some people have called him that. Anyway, as you can see, we have a nice wide selection of product available to you as long as you have strange coins. So, as usual, the Legacy Engram. Yes, I know. I need to look into how that whole thing works. I will look into how that whole thing works, on whether year one ones go into year 2, etc. I will look into it and make a video about it. I will look into it. I was going to make first a video about Ms. Marvel, but I will look into it. Anyway, Legacy Engram, I genuinely feel they're overpriced. 31 strange coins for an engram where you don't even know what you're getting. That just seems way too expensive. Then you have the Helm of Inmost Light for the Titan. Gain death from above and headstrong, which I still haven't tried out. It sounds awesome. I want to use it. I mean, just the name, death from above, sounds awesome. With the Titan, you know someone's going to end up a pancake somewhere. It just sounds cool. So, death from above for the Titan, and it doesn't even look too bad. I mean, as I said, I don't like overly flamboyant, overly like inconvenient armor. I prefer stuff that is practical, that you can move around in. This looks practical. Wearable. More practically. I mean, the standard is if it's bulkier than a Corpus helmet, you're too bulky. Anyway, death from above, Helm of Inmost Light, death from above, looks awesome. It's a Titan thing. I won't deny Titans are awesome. I prefer the Hunter, but Titans are awesome. Then we got the Don't Touch Me's for the Hunter. This is an awesome exotic that you need. Basically, taking damage from a melee attack makes you briefly invisible, which is awesome. Which works great if you, for example, are trying to solo the beginning of Crota's End. You know, with all the Thrall, this is great. Because the Thrall aren't exactly the brightest light bulb in the room. And if they melee attack you, you go invisible. And then you somehow cease to exist in their cute little brains. They just are incapable of making that leap of logic to, you just are invisible. Yeah. They're Thrall. Even the Grineer are smarter than the Thrall. So, this is how I equip this whenever I try to solo. I haven't done it in several years. I used to be able to do it on, like, the most hardest difficulty, which is rough because there's, like, an ogre at the end, right, where you have to stand on the plate. Not easy. And then you get lost, and you have to memorize the path because there's some weird turns. Yeah. Anyway, for the Warlock, we have the Impossible Machines, because impossible. It grants landfall for the Warlock. Sounds cool. again, you know what? Give me strategies. Where do you guys use? I like reading comments, and I try to make sure to bring my phone because if I don't, so comment, tell me stuff. I like to learn more about the game. All right. So, how do you feel about the Impossible Machine? The Impossible Machine. The Impossible Machines. It looks pretty cool. Let me know, because I'm not a big Titan or Warlock person in particular, and maybe there's something you use this for that I haven't thought of. I said I use it primarily for Crota's End, but cool. Let me know stuff. I want to get better. Then we have Hawkmoon. I know people like Hawkmoon. People have told me, why don't you use Hawkmoon? Yeah, it's a cool one. 2 more random, so you get 1 random bullet in the magazine, causes considerable bonus damage. Then you get 2 more random bullets in your magazine, deal more considerable damage. So I think the magazine goes up to 13. I think there's something you can do, I'm not sure, but a magazine of 11, out of a magazine of 11, 3 of them do considerable more damage. Random bullets. I get it. Hawkmoon's pretty cool. I know people like Hawkmoon. I prefer Ace of Spades. Why? Because it's great for precision kills. Okay, there's my Hawkmoon. I do have Hawkmoon. I prefer Ace of Spades because precision kills move 1 round from your ammo reserve into the magazine. Which means if you're constantly doing precision kills, you don't need to reload. Or you can reload less than the norm. Which, since this isn't Destiny 2, you don't have the evade reload. So that's why I like Ace of Spades. I use Ace of Spades a lot. Hawkmoon, not as much. I think the only reason I have it was because it came up in a Xur video. Or someone in a live stream asked me, why aren't you using Hawkmoon? This is why I don't use Hawkmoon. I mean, let me know why you guys like Hawkmoon so much. As I said, I prefer Ace of Spades. I don't know why. To me, it seems like it's a gamble. You know, 3 random bullets out of 11. So that's less than 30%. Are more powerful. So to me, it's just like random. You don't even know which one it is. Then we have Invective and Iconoclast. Invective to me is a highly underrated, awesome shotgun because it creates ammo for you. So it's great for now. Yeah, I know Crucible isn't really a big thing in Destiny now, but for me, I never used to hear a lot of people talking about Invective. I know one person has commented about it in my comments. Haven't forgotten. I don't hear a lot of people talking about Invective. I hear people talking about the sniper rifle that gives you ammo, but not the shotgun, which I thought the big thing in Crucible was to slide and shotgun people. So, as I said, this weapon regenerates ammo over time. So if you wait, you get more ammo. And then you get Iconoclast, which I don't have. I don't have Storm's Reproach. This is Storm's Reproach. I like that one. That one's nice. So this is the ornament you get. You get a kind of Iconoclast. That looks pretty good. I mean, I think the gun looks better with, even looks good without it. But you get the ornament Iconoclast, and you get Invective. And I think it's this weapon can be fired in full auto mode. But the fact that it generates ammo seems like a great thing. But I don't know. I like Invective. I've used it a few times way back when in Crucible, and it was great to have in Crucible. But let me know. Am I the only one who's always thought that I felt like Invective is so highly underrated? Then finally, the other one was, I pulled it out, Telesto and Queen's Command, which, given the the fact that it crashed Destiny 2, at least that's what I've heard. I've heard people say Banshee 44. Now, I've had the game crash. I have never had Destiny 2 crash so much. And it's not over the internet. It's not over, you know, your connection is failing. It is literally you will be playing Destiny and all of a sudden, bang, the game just goes out. And you're back to the main menu. So people said it was because of Telesto. Because you can see Banshee 44 holding Telesto. Anyway, Telesto, what was the name of the Telesto and Queen's Command. I'm not a big fan of Queen's Command because I'm just not a big fan of Marasov. I just don't like Marasov. I know a lot of people like Marasov. I do not like Marasov, but I know a lot of people do. So this is the ornament you get. I just don't like the color either. I prefer the one I have, which is Lingering Vestige. So that's the ornament you're getting. This is the one I have. This is the one called Lingering Vestige, which I think looks a lot cooler. I have used Telesto recently. I like it. It's pretty cool. Multi-kills with this weapon spawn orbs for your allies. That's not a good thing for someone who's a solo player, so that's not the big deal for me. What I liked about it was unplanned reprieve. Fusion projectiles attach and detonate with a delayed void blast. So that to me is pretty cool. So I have been using Telesto. I haven't used it recently, but I have... Well, no. I used it recently, but not in the last week because I was running Challenge of the Elders, and I was using Red Death, and that's an exotic, and you can't have more than one exotic. But I like Telesto. It's pretty good. It would be nice to see it in Destiny 2. Honestly, I want Xalo Supercell. Let me know what exotics do you want to see in Destiny 2. I really want to see Xalo Supercell. I loved Xalo Supercell. It's one of my favorite guns in the game. So I would love to see Xalo Supercell in Destiny 2. Red Death. But definitely Xalo Supercell. We have Mida already. You know. The Adept primaries, those aren't really have any real benefit now because you could carry there's legendary scout rifles with elemental burns, etc. So it's no big deal. Something like Fang of Iriut is not a big deal in Destiny 2 as it would be in Destiny 1. This is a big deal because you now have a primary weapon with arc burn. But yeah, I would really, really like to see Xalo Supercell. Me going off on a tangent since now that's all the Xur information. My favorite scout rifle in Destiny was not like the others. Just random. This was the first legendary scout rifle I ever got in Destiny, and it was a lot of work to get because I got it when you had the daily heroic missions, and each day you got a story mission, and it was worth 15 legendary marks, and this thing cost 150 legendary marks, and I remember grinding for those 150 legendary marks. So this has special emotional attachment for me, not like the others. So this is my favorite scout rifle. Yeah, I know it's not probably one of the best ones, but I still really like it. It's got explosive rounds, which I love. Third eye. But just the explosive rounds are pretty cool. I like the rate of fire of it. Another one of my favorite weapons in the game has always been Genesis Chain. Because Genesis Chain is very similar, or it has the similar feel to Suros Regime, which was it was my favorite auto rifle. I loved Suros Regime. There was a time when I only would run Suros Regime, and people were like, "Don't you have Galahorda?" I'm like, "Yeah, but Suros Regime." So anyway, thank you for watching. Oh yeah, and don't forget the usual curios. One can never have enough. You know, I'd love heavy ammo since in Destiny 2. I would love heavy ammo since in Destiny. That's just me. Makes soloing stuff so much easier. I don't really solo much in Destiny 2 because of the whole champions. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with other Destiny people. And I hope to see you in the tower. I've got a lot of games I need to play too. I want to finish that My Little Pony game. It was a lot of fun.